Hi guys, so today we'll be making Ublik, and in case you don't know what Ublik is, it's basically a substance where if you really push down on it really hard, it turns into this solid type thing that you can actually pick up, but then as soon as you stop moving it really fast, it just kind of falls apart into this goo. I'll explain a bunch of the science behind it later on in the video, but the cool thing about it is it's a pretty simple recipe. It's actually very simple. All you're gonna need is a spoon, water, and cornstarch, a good packet like this will do, and a size bowl that you want. You can change around the ratio to make different Ublik or something. There's not really a measurement part to it. So cornstarch, water, spoon, bowl, and then if you want to color it, a food dye of your choice. So the first thing we're going to start off by doing is taking our cornstarch. Well, first you might want to move everything besides the cornstarch to the side so it doesn't get dirty. You only need the cornstarch and the spoon. You can probably guess what I'm doing, and the bowl, of course. You probably guess what I'm doing. So what you're going to do is take a spoonful of cornstarch and just put as much as you think you'll want to make Ublik into it. So I'm not going to make a lot, but you can do as much as you want. So once you got your Ublik in the bowl here, you're going to take your water, and you're just going to pour just a little bit in at first. Just pour a little bit in. So now, as you can see, it kind of looks like this gooey, gumps, like weird thing. And all you're going to do is just stir it. Just keep on stirring. And then if it gets too dry, add a little bit more water. Adding a little less water is better than adding a little too much water. But yeah, as you can see right now, it's starting to turn into Ublik. This part is starting to. I think it just needs just a little bit more water. Get that out of there. Just a little bit more water. That should do the trick. And you might notice that there's that really wet stuff, and you might think that's water at first, but this stuff is not water, and I'll show you that in a second. Let me just finish mixing this. Okay, so basically we have our first batch of Ublik, and as I get the spoon out of here, you can see it looks like normal liquid. It acts like normal liquid. It's hard to see, but it acts like it. And if you actually quickly push down on it, notice my hands aren't getting wet at all. And it's really hard to see the Ublik, so I should have made this colored. But I'll show you how to color it in the next batch. So it's pretty fun to play around with. Like right now it's starting to get a little bit liquidy, but as you push in, it's not that liquid. But if you can see, when I put my hand in it slowly, it turns to this liquid. If I try to yank out fast, it turns into solid, then back into a liquid. And I can grab a handful really quickly and then have it just melt in my hands. Grab a handful really quickly, and it's kind of gooey, and just melt in my hands. And you probably can't see how it feels. That I know that doesn't make any sense, but it just feels so weird. Like if you rub this really quickly, it's a solid, right here. But if you slowly put your hand to it, it's a liquid. Rub it, it's a solid. So like I said, Ublik is, I actually didn't say this, but Ublik is pretty easy to clean up in a way that if you scrape it really fast, it'll come off. Like you might not think this would come off because it's liquid easily, but if you scrape it really fast, it kind of turns into that solid, and it's just really fun to play with, I guess. So now for the color part. For this part, you're going to put in as much cornstarch as you want. I got a new bowl. I already put my cornstarch in, but the only difference is instead of putting the food color in the cornstarch, you put the food color in the water. And that I will do right now. So just put in a couple of drops. And you'll probably need another spoon for stirring, not the one that you used before. So I'm just gonna grab that. I'm conveniently in my kitchen, so I just can grab another spoon. So just mix it around and it turns into this nice liquid, of course. And you just do what you did with the same one, except pour it in as much as you think you need first, and then stir it. And if you get too much water, it's fine. You know what to do. Put in a little bit more cornstarch. Makes sense, right? You put too much water, put in a little bit more cornstarch, put too much cornstarch, put a little bit more water. It's a pretty simple, just logic, I guess. So you're gonna put, I need a little bit more cornstarch. And then, yeah, so basically it works just like the other ones. It does the same thing, it's just this one is blue. Oh, that was a bit too much cornstarch. That's actually perfect. I can show you what you need to do. You probably already know it. You just add a little bit more water. And there, you got almost a perfect batch of Ublik. I actually made much more Ublik than I wanted to. But it's blue, so whatever. So now you have your finished product of Ublik that is colored. It acts like it's just like the one that you made before, except it's blue. It's just really cool. I recommend you do it at home. It's just really cool. And one thing you can do is take a funnel, put it to the end of a balloon, and then pour the Ublik into the balloon. And that's also kind of fun, feeling it. It is just really cool. You can do so much with it at home. So please subscribe for more awesome videos like this one. Like, comment, whatever. Actually, comment on what you want me to do next. I feel like doing something with CO2 gas because I have a couple old instant inflate bike pumps which contain CO2. So yeah, so we'll see. So that's probably going to be my next video, something about CO2. But yeah, so stay tuned, subscribe, and like. Thank you for watching.